What is up, guys? I'm Pokeaim, and Eternal asked me to submit a battle to this channel, so I thought I would submit this 4th gen standard match that I did have versus Scimjara. We were both on the Smogon server. We got each other on the 4th gen OU ladder, of course, and it turns out to be a really good battle, so let me just play it back right now. Alright, so I'm leading off with a Heat Ray, he's going to lead off with a Starmie. I'm going to switch out to my Rose Ray because I don't want to lose my Heat Ray just yet, as he does end up going for that Life Orb Hydro Pump. Doesn't do that much to my Rose Ray, and now I'm free to set up one layer of Toxic Spikes as he's forced to switch out into his Infernape. So I don't want to lose my Rose Ray just yet, figuring he's probably going to go for the Fire type move. So I'm going to go out into my Flygon as he does end up predicting my switch, which is why he goes for the U-turn right here. And looking at damage, he is definitely a choice bandit Infernape. So he U-turns out into his Jirachi. I know that an Earthquake can't OHKO at full HP, so I'm going to switch out into my Heatran as he does end up getting up his Stealth Rocks. And I'm expecting him to or predicting him to switch into his Starmie. So I'm going to go for the Life Orb HP Grass as he does do just that, and I am able to knock out his Starmie. So now he goes back out into his Infernape. I'm figuring he's just going to go for the U-turn again. So I'm actually going to go onto my Skarmory, figuring I can easily take that, or knowing I can easily take that, and hopefully set up hazards on whatever he decides to U-turn out into. Ends up U-turning out into his Kingdra, and I thought the only reason he would do this is if he was either the Rain Dance variant or the Choice Specs one. I'm special defensive, so I figured I could take a hit and just roll him out just to phase his team. He actually ends up setting up a Rain Dance as I actually end up whirling him out into his Scissor, which is great for me because I'm free to get up a layer of spikes as he does end up U-turning right back out into his Kingdra. So I know he's going to go for the Hydro Pump right here, so I'm actually going to go out into my special defensive Rose Ray just to sponge that hit and hopefully Life Orb and Poison Stall him. Does end up going for that Hydro Pump. Doesn't do that much to my Rose Raid, and I'm expecting him to go for the Draco Meteor right here. So I'm going to go out into my Tyranitar just to sponge that hit, set up the sand, and continuously wear him down with the Life Orb and Poison damage. So he does end up going for the Draco Meteor right here. Does a decent chunk to my Tyranitar, and I'm expecting him to be mixed just because most Rain Dance variants do carry Waterfall, Draco Meteor, and Hydro Pump. So I'm expecting the Waterfall right here. Gonna go out into my Rose Raid as he does end up going for that Waterfall. And because of the Life Orb, Poison, and Sandstorm damage, his Kingdra is going to go down, but unfortunately my Rose Raid is going to go down to the Sandstorm damage. So it's a double down. Going to go on to my Flygon since it is Scarf. He ends up going out into his Infernape. I'm free to go for the Earthquake right here as he does end up switching out into his Scizor, and after that one layer of spikes that I did get up, this Earthquake is a solid 2-hit KO. So depending on the damage roll of this Bullet Punch, if he gets min, if he gets max, if he got max, he would have KO'd me, but he doesn't get max. I lived it with like 2 HP, and I am able to knock out his Scizor with the Earthquake. So he's actually going to go on to his Lucario right now. He's going to go for the Extreme Speed just to knock me out unless he wants me sweeping his team with the Earthquake. So he goes for the Extreme Speed, going to be able to knock me out, and now I kind of have to wear down this Lucario with the Life Orb damage. So I'm actually going to go into my Skarmory. I know he's going to set up a Sword Dance right here, but I'm just going to go for the Brave Bird just to get off as much damage as possible. Like I said, I have to wear down this Lucario with the Life Orb damage, or else it can potentially sweep my team. So I know he's going to go for a close combat right here, just going to leave in my Skarmory as Death Fodder, like I said, just to continuously wear him down with Life Orb. So I have to bluff the Scarf for my Tyranitar. That was my plan right here. I go into my Tyranitar, I'm bluffing the Scarf. Hopefully he takes my bluff. He does take my bluff. He goes for the Extreme Speed. I am able to live it, and I am able to knock him out with the Superpower. So that was a very crucial play right there. If he didn't take my bluff, if he would have went for the close combat, I would have lost my T-Tar, and he probably would have swept me. So yeah, I am able to knock out that Lucario. He goes out into his Jirachi right here. He finds out right here that I'm not Scarf because his Jirachi does outspeed me. He is able to get off a Thunder Wave, probably predicting my switch, and I just stayed in with my Tyranitar, continuously going for the Superpower because it's done its job, and it did more than its job. It took out Lucario, and I wasn't expecting that, but thankfully that buff paid off. And in any case, I'm just leaving in my Tyranitar as Death Fodder so I can get the free switch into my Heat Ray. Wow, I'm really messing up. Sorry about that. But yeah, he sets up a Wish, and now he's able to go for the Iron Head right here just to knock me out, and he is able to get up to a good amount of HP with that Wish as I'm actually going to go into my Heatran right here. So he's in a predicament. He can't switch out. He pretty much has to leave his Jirachi as Death Fodder because if he goes into his Infernape, I can easily KO with the Life Orb Earth Power or even the Life Orb Overheat after Hazard and Poison damage and Sandstorm damage. So yeah, he goes for the Thunder Wave right here. He's pretty much just leaving his Jirachi as Death Fodder. He's actually going to set up a Wish right here as I get paralyzed, so that kind of sucked right there. Didn't really matter in the long run, but again, it just makes his battle a bit longer. So now he goes for the Iron Head. Unfortunately for me, he does flinch me in. Now I can't go for the Overheat because I'm pretty sure at full HP, even the Life Orb Overheat won't be able to knock out this Jirachi. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm probably wrong, but I don't really know my calc. So since I have a wish right here, I'm just going to go for the Life Orb Earth Power. Like I said, it's a solid 2 KO, and now I'm just going to go for the overheat right here, as he does end up going for the Iron Head. Luckily for me, he doesn't get the flinch, and I am able to knock out this Jirachi with the overheat. So he's going to be down to his last Pokemon, which is his Infernape. I gotta leave in my Heat Ran as Death Fodder because I don't know if my last can take a close combat. So I leave in my Heat Ran. He's just going to go for the Bandit close combat. That's easily going to be able to knock me out, and I'm going to be down to my last Pokemon, which is my Kingdra. So I am a very bulky Kingdra. I do have HP and some defensive ease, so I'm hoping I could take a Bandit close combat. I do end up taking this Bandit close combat with, I believe, 2 HP at the time, and I am going to be able to knock him out with the Waterfall, and that's going to be a narrow 1-0 for me. So really good game, Scimjara. Really came down to the wire. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. Definitely, I don't know. You can't check him out. Well, what am I saying? I just hit him up on Smogon. I don't know. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, guys, and until next time, later.